In all my years, I have been privileged to witness the extraordinary spectacle of life on our planet. I have seen the vibrant coral reefs, great cities of color and movement, teeming with life. I have walked through ancient rainforests, where the air is thick with the calls of unseen birds and the hum of countless insects. I have stood on frozen plains under the shimmering aurora, watching polar bears roam. This world, in its breathtaking diversity and intricate balance, is our most precious inheritance. It is a source of infinite wonder, a wellspring of peace, and a profound connection to something greater than ourselves. This connection is fundamental to who we are, woven into our history, our art, and our spirit. Think of the simple joy of watching a sunset paint the sky in orange and purple, or the quiet awe of standing beneath a canopy of stars. These moments connect us to the rhythms of the planet. They remind us we are not separate from nature, but an integral part of it. The health of our world is linked to the health of our minds and souls. When we see a butterfly alight upon a flower, we feel delight. When we hear the gentle rush of a stream, we feel calm. This is our home, in all its magnificent glory. The sheer ingenuity of life never ceases to astonish. Consider the delicate architecture of a spider's web, glistening with morning dew, or the epic migration of monarch butterflies traveling thousands of miles. Each species, from the smallest microbe to the great blue whale, is an irreplaceable masterpiece of evolution. Yet, a shadow has begun to fall across this beautiful world. The signs are now unmistakable. They appear with increasing frequency. We see images of once mighty glaciers crumbling into the sea and retreating from the land they have shaped for millennia. We hear reports of wildfires raging through forests, leaving behind a landscape of ash and silence. We learn of coral reefs, bustling underwater metropolises, now bleached white and ghostly, their vibrant life extinguished by warming waters. These are not distant problems in faraway lands. They are wounds on the face of our planet. They are visible to us all. The world we thought we knew is changing before our very eyes. This growing awareness brings a new and unsettling emotional response, one that is becoming increasingly common. It has been given a name: eco-anxiety. It is that deep, persistent feeling of worry about the future of our planet. It is the unease that creeps in when we hear of another species pushed to the brink of extinction, or another record-breaking heatwave. It is a rational fear, born from a clear-eyed view of scientific reality. This anxiety is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of empathy. Beyond the initial worry of eco-anxiety, many people experience a deeper set of psychological impacts. One of the most powerful of these is a profound sense of sadness, or ecological grief. This is the sorrow we feel for the loss of species habitats' cherished landscapes. It is mourning for the silent forests where birdsong has faded, or the empty riverbeds where salmon no longer run. This grief can be for a personal loss, like a favorite childhood woodland that has been developed, or a broader sorrow for the global decline in biodiversity. It is the heartache of witnessing the unraveling of the great tapestry of life, thread by precious thread, knowing some of its patterns may be lost forever. This sadness is often accompanied by a feeling of guilt or a heavy sense of responsibility. Many of us look at our own lifestyles and recognize our part in a system that contributes to the problem. We may feel guilty about driving a car, buying products packaged in plastic, consuming more than we need. This guilt can be a heavy burden to carry alone. It can lead to shame and a sense that we are not doing enough, even when we are trying our best. This sense of personal responsibility, while stemming from a place of care, can become paralyzing if it is not balanced with the understanding that this is a vast, systemic problem that no single individual can solve on their own. It is vitally important to understand if you are feeling this way. Worried, sad, overwhelmed by the state of our planet, you are not alone. These emotions are a quietly unfolding, shared human experience in our modern world. Across continents, cultures, and generations, people are grappling with the same unsettling realities. From the islands of the Pacific to the heart of bustling cities, a common thread of concern binds us together. This shared feeling is a powerful, unspoken truth of our time. It transcends borders and unites us in a common cause. This emotional resonance is found in every corner of society. I have seen it in the determined eyes of young activists, marching in their millions to demand a future for themselves and for the life on this planet. Their voices, filled with passion and urgency, echo the fears and hopes of an entire generation. I have also heard it in the quiet, considered conversations of scientists and elders who carry the weight of decades of observation and accumulated knowledge. They speak of changes they have witnessed firsthand, their words tinged with a sorrow that comes from a long and deep relationship with the natural world. The journey from anxiety to action begins with a simple but profound shift in perspective. While it is natural to feel overwhelmed by the scale of the challenge, we must not let despair take root. Instead, we can choose to channel our concern into constructive, collaborative efforts. Hope is not found in passively waiting for solutions to appear. It is forged in the act of doing. All around the world, there are remarkable examples of people coming together, turning their shared worry into a powerful force for good. They are rediscovering their connection to nature, not just as a source of solace, but as a call to stewardship. This is where the real story of our time is being written. Consider the community-led reforestation projects that are springing up across the globe. Local volunteers, school children, families, elders gather to plant native trees in degraded areas. Each sapling pushed into the earth is an act of defiance against despair. It is a tangible investment in the future. They do more than just capture carbon. They restore habitats for wildlife, they prevent soil erosion, they create green spaces for people to enjoy. As we look toward the future, it is easy to focus on the immense challenges that lie ahead. But we must also look at the equally immense capacity for human resilience, compassion, ingenuity. The path forward is not paved with despair, but with millions of small, determined actions taken together. Every time a community chooses to restore a local wetland, every time a school starts a recycling program, every time a group of neighbors creates a community garden, a beacon of hope is lit. These actions may seem small when viewed in isolation, but collectively, they create a powerful current of change that can reshape our world for the better. The greatest source of hope, I believe, lies in connection. When we connect with the natural world, we are reminded of what we are fighting for. When we connect with each other, we are reminded that we are not fighting alone. It is in this shared purpose that we find the strength to persevere. We must talk to one another, share our fears, celebrate our successes. By building strong, supportive communities, we create emotional resilience that can sustain us through difficult times. This sense of solidarity is our most powerful tool, for it transforms individual anxiety into a collective force capable of moving mountains. Our shared emotional response to climate change is not a weakness. It is the very thing that may yet unite us to protect our magnificent home.